It's Sunday morning, and there's absolutely nothing better. No better way to spend your Sunday morning than Husker football and pancakes.
Yes, sir.
Hot, buttery, syrupy pancakes.
Getting me hungry, DP.
Nice. Nice. We'll go 2 hours today. It'll be a busy day here at 937 The Ticket, so just strap in, lock it in, settle in. There's lots to do. I'll let hey Banks, you bring us in this morning, man.
Hey guys, I don't know, put your seatbelts on. It's going to be a hell of a radio show this morning. We got a lot to talk about, you know.
A quick topic I wanted to start on was NIL. I wanted to talk about that a little bit, how it affects me as an international player, how it affects the athletes in general, how they can make their money, how they can make their bread. And first of all, how has NIL affected you, Brent?
Dude, let's be honest. You know, if you're not a quarterback or someone like that, NIL, it's awesome. It's a great opportunity for athletes nowadays, but there's just not much profit to be made unless you're Joe Burrow or like someone like if you're like the number one player in the country, yeah, you're gonna be driving around new cars and stuff. But I think a lot of people don't really realize how it's not that incredible. It's an awesome opportunity that they gave the athletes, but it's not like as much as everyone thinks.
Well, I feel like it also has a lot to do with like if you as a person or as an athlete like try to get sponsorships and try to go out there and like try to get some deals,
yeah.
And then I think then you can obviously make your own
go out and work
basically.
for it.
Yeah, but like if you're not, like you said, Joe Burrow, I guess, then you're kind of stuck there with like you have to do your own work. But I feel like here, especially in Nebraska, there's a lot of local businesses that would support.
That's why they call it Nebraska, baby. I mean, it's like Nebraska's the place to be if you want that. So another thing that people probably don't know is, I'm sure why Nuri brought this one up, international students can't make NIL money.
That's exactly why I brought it up.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, so the rules on that are that any international student is not allowed to be compensated for anything that they do. So like all I can do technically is volunteer anywhere or just help out, I guess, but I cannot be compensated for it. And I don't know why that's a rule. I don't understand how a whole country is allowed to decide that somebody's not allowed to make money off of their own name. But the main thing behind that is that like it's a federal thing. It has nothing to do with the NCAA. I wish it was the NCAA because it would be a little bit easier to try to change. But since it's a federal law, it'll be harder to get behind that and try to get
it'd probably be pretty tough to change a federal law.
Oh yeah, like
I mean, unless anyone out there is in the government, maybe help Nuri out.
If somebody wants to help out, it's hard to like find a way to change that. But I've been trying. I've been talking to lawyers. I've been talking to some government people, trying to get some connections through there if that's possible. But a lot of times it's basically like, oh, we're trying to change it, or oh, I have never thought about that, because it's like people don't think about it. And I think our compliance office does an amazing job at like trying to help all the international athletes out, to like make sure that we're not doing anything we're not allowed to and compromise our visas. So like, because I mean, if somebody does something that's might be in the gray zone or might be like risking their visa, they're risking their whole like stay here, because there's no warnings for us. It's just like if you do it, you're out. You're gonna get sent home. So like
one time and you're done.
Exactly. So like there's no like somebody's like, oh hey, you can't do it again. No, it's like you're out. So like, obviously that's kind of harsh and, in my opinion, a little bit extreme, because I mean,
because it's happening to you.
yeah, I mean, exactly.
Like it makes sense. Yeah, I would think that too. I mean, I'd honestly be scared to do anything. I think that I don't know how that could change really, except for someone in the federal government changing it. But
Yeah.
I don't think that rule's not just for the NCAA though.
Yeah, no, it's for everyone.
So that's why
every
for visas, it's a visa rule.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't.
It's every student that is international here in the United States. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I cannot get a company from Germany either. Like, I don't understand how that works. Like, if I am in Germany and do something with a company in Germany, that is fine. But as long as I'm here talking to a company in Germany, that doesn't work. So I don't understand how that works, because I feel like, isn't that the same thing as being there and talking to a company? I feel like there's no real difference in between that. But
yeah, why don't you talk about what you were planning on doing with this?
Well, okay. So my plan with, if there's proceeds ever to happen in this radio show, all of my money will be donated to a foundation or to a charity that I have not chosen yet, but I feel like it'd be great to like give my money away, or give the money that I get away to like the food bank, or orphanages or something like that. That
fire
like,
station,
exactly, like
anywhere,
a place that needs some more money. And like, I feel like it's kind of an incentive for people as well to sponsor the show, because they'll know some of their money goes to a charitable foundation or charitable organization that actually needs the help.
Yeah, I think that'd be good too. I mean, there's a lot of people that just take the money for granted, and Nuri, out of all people, is going to donate his money. Never would have seen that one coming. But yeah. Anything else you want to say about that?
Well, so if anybody's listening right now that wants to sponsor the show, you can hit us up. You can hit up the ticket. You can hit up anybody basically that works in this building. We can figure some stuff out, and then all of the proceeds that would be going into to me will be going to any organization of. If there's any somebody that wants to give to a certain organization, we can do that. We can probably do that too.
Yeah, you can. There are several ways to go through it. So they can donate directly.
Mm-hmm.
They can go through the station. They can go through you individually.
Yeah.
The easy way for it to be done is a full ledger of 50-50 split. 50-50. The 50% would go to big money banks over here, and then and then where you would, and we can help you set up a foundation, or help you align with the charity. And it could be a local charity. Somebody that's out there listening now is involved in a charity that may benefit from aligning with you two players and the show. And that's an easy way to do it, is just to deal with it that way. You can be an individual donor. So if it's just somebody there that wants to donate to the show, they can do that directly through you guys as well. Just so folks know, anything that's aligned and assigned based on it being you two, the station takes none of. We take $0, 0% of it. So none of it will reach 93.7 The Ticket. It will go directly to you guys.
Yep.
So we're aware, like we wanted to give him bagels and we thought we couldn't do it. No bagels for you.
No water for Nuri.
Yeah.
Gotta use the bathroom. Got to go out back.
Yeah,
that's our
gotta go
plumbing.
somewhere. I gotta go home.
Yeah, like it's kind of bananas. And because the government is when I say they're behind NIL, I don't mean that they're not supportive of. I'm speaking of they're literally behind in trying to figure out how to process all the things that now the NCAA is working with. So you guys have you're going to be pioneers in this thing. So, and you'll set the path, and of course for football players, athletes, going forward on how this is done. So we, as a station, me individually, we have purpose and presence and making sure that you guys do it right and that it's done right, so that you don't hurt yourselves. We don't want your eligibility being dealt with. We don't want your place within the program in good standing being affected. So we want to thank the folks at the compliance office for at least
Yep, definitely.
directing
Oh yeah.
Yep.
that information. So
One
I
of the
think
big people is Jonathan. He's been I can ask him any question about it, and he'll help out. Like he'll try to get.
what should be done maybe next week, if you guys can do it, is to just bring him on
Yeah, that'd be nice.
and
That
have
would
the
work.
discussion with
We should.
him. Yeah, have the
I think that'd be a good
discussion
idea.
with him directly so that listeners can hear the process take place.
Yeah. And another thing to do with NIL and, people not from here is, Nebraska has a huge Australian presence, which is weird. I know the tennis team has people from all over the world, but the basketball team has, I think, 3 Australian girls. We had
Germans too. The tennis team has
and Germans.
too.
We had
Isn't Lat Australian?
do what?
Lat Mayan, isn't he Australian?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
Lat's
know.
Australian.
I know you know Daniel Cerny.
Yeah.
So we were just with him
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
He was our old punter. He's from Australia, so he was. They're all dealing with the same thing, and I wish there's something that like we could do to kind of help them out.
We'll give voice to it, and to make it personal.
Yeah.
It's easy to talk about rules without talking about people.
Yeah.
And nothing gets done until you start talking about people.
Yeah.
Like this is like for every policy and rule, the rule is fine, but it has to include the humanity behind it.
I mean, I just think it's crazy that like the federal government decided to change. Like it was a federal law that was changed for NIL. So like they made. I don't understand how they couldn't include, because then there's about, I think is the number was like almost 12% of all athletes are international, and for football it's a smaller
Really?
number. It's like
is that all through all sports?
all NCAA.
and that's purposeful. The
Yeah.
NCAA decided decades ago that it would. I mean, when you start watching the Americanization of international basketball, international baseball, where you start to cross over hockey, soccer, where
Football now, right?
yeah,
Football
Yeah.
has at least
NFL
football's
Germany,
only
huh?
1%. Football's only 1% of all football players are international.
That kind of makes sense because
That's usually all punters.
It is always punters from Australia.
I had when I was in Utah, I had we were an international school, so to speak. So we had players from Finland, we had players from Germany, we had players like we had some dudes. Like we figured out,
some giants.
oh my goodness,
some
oh my
big
goodness,
guys.
oh my goodness, oh my goodness,
Some giant Finnish guys.
yeah, like like you come over and you go, dude, did you vote twice? Like what is going on, man?
He's
This is-
6'11".
He's 16. I was like, no, man.
You're a grown man.
So, but as America expands its reach, the games are bringing people into the country to do this. Now, when NIL rules are being set up, or international visa rules being set up, NIL is at the bottom of what they're thinking about.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like
know,
it's at
yeah.
the bottom of it. So
they got some other stuff going on
Yeah.
that they need to worry about. We're like, hey, some college player needs some NIL money.
Right. But what's going to happen is somebody like Nori is going to come along, and Nori will step up and say, here's my situation. Here's how this affects me personally. Because without Nori telling his story, people don't know that this is a thing and that it exists and that it needs to be fixed or wavered or adjusted or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So a part of why I'm excited about you two being together is that you guys cross several sectors of athletes, student athletes, Americans, internationals, otherwise, right?
Americans and Germans.
Germans. No,
What? We got that?
right? No, but I mean, it's a thing that needs to be talked about, and I think if Nebraska fans, the more they hear your story, and then they hear how it's different outside of Nebraska, because
Texas is not the same as Nebraska.
right, it is another country. Like I think it's
country.
like Texas is international as well, because it is certainly not.
Texas' own country.
It's its own space. So, yeah, I like what you guys are doing with it. We're here to support it. It'll be interesting just to see how it goes. Nori and Brett Banks on Sunday Morning Pancakes, and this will be the normal time slot. There'll be some weeks, of course, where we need to adjust it or flip it.
Yeah.
But my idea and the ideal situation is that this thing travels through football season.
Yep.
You let you guys talk a little NFL, talk to some of your guys who've been in the in the combines and the drafts, and find out what that
All our old
chaos is.
teammates. Oh, yeah,
Right.
we've heard lots about that.
Right.
Stuff I didn't even know until like a year ago, and college. Like I've been in college playing football for a while, and I'm hearing about what the combine's like. I'm like, oh my god, they do that.
Yeah, it's a little
I'm
different.
gonna be honest. I have no idea about the combine. I don't know anything about it.
You should ask someone. It's
Yeah, I mean, you think
the real deal.
that Farniak and company going through it, and then with Cam going through it now.
Yeah.
Especially from the lineman perspective.
Oh yeah.
Because that's such a unique vacuum of size, power, speed.
Oh yeah, you could. There's so many
press,
different sizes at O line. You can be anything between like basically 6'2" and 7 foot almost.
And they'll figure out.
And they'll figure out a position for you. Like it's kind of crazy.
Do you guys? So do you track what the templates and the baselines are, like how big?
NFL players,
yeah, like how big, how fast, how what. How many reps of 220 they need to be able to push up?
We don't do that one as much. We just lift. But I think like as far as size goes, we'll do whenever we're doing our body fat percentage, which I don't even want to get into with Nuri because his is a little up there. So
what do you mean yours is higher than mine?
That's fine. So
that is hilarious.
So he's putting me on the pedestal, but the thing is he's putting himself on the pedestal.
Scientifically
speaking, my body fat percentage is quite a bit lower.
Not
than his.
Quite a bit.
It's quite a bit lower.
We're not going to talk numbers, but visually, I got it.
Visually, Brent's got me. But
let's go.
Scientifically speaking, I won.
Who's faster between you two?
It's got to be me.
Oh no way! There's no way.
It's got to be me.
No
Carter,
way.
there's a race that's about to happen.
Oh, we're about to start running in our slides.
No, because I don't need anybody pulling a hamstring on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, before
hearing about. Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. Yeah. Who's stronger? Who's the bigger gym rat?
I think it depends on like what kind of lift.
Yeah,
okay. I feel like squats, I'd be heavier.
Nuri has
I got some tree trunk legs.
He has some thunder thighs going for him. So.
Sir.
But I feel like hang clean or something like that. I feel like he's just better at it because I haven't had the technique.
Who spends the most time in the playbook?
Probably both of us. We live together, so we're up there.
Yeah, that. And then to that, like for me, it was hard when I came here to switch my old playbook to the new one. It took me forever. That was one of the reasons
CSU.
Coming from CSU. It was hard for me to get that new playbook in, and it took me forever to get that playbook in because some of the calls would be the same call and whatever, and like be on the backside or like just small things that like mess with you while you're out on the field. It's
I
like that was hard for me.
Sucked.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, because I mean, every school has the same stuff. There's just different ways of doing it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So let's then while we had it. So I'm just going to kidnap the first segment here. But so go through the Banks for you the difference, the bridge between Texas high school football and Nebraska.
So it kind of depends. I mean, I went to a basketball school in Texas, which is weird. I mean, we won state, no joke, every year except for 3 years of the school being a school.
Right.
And when I was there, we won state by 40 points.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge deal in Texas.
Yeah. So we won state by like 40 points, and we are just hell of a basketball school. So I transferred there for basketball. You know, I ended up playing football, obviously, put on a few pounds. So
a few.
So I mean, I think the biggest change is, you know, like the speed of the game. You don't really realize how much different it is. I mean, because everyone's awesome in high school. I mean, if you come to college, you were the dude in high school. You get to college, and everyone was the dude.
Everyone was the dude.
It doesn't matter if you're a walk-on, if you're a full scholarship guy, like everyone's good. So I think that's the biggest change. That being said, I didn't go to like Katy or something.
Right.
If I went to
Katy, Allen.
If I went to
there's certain schools.
Are these certain schools?
So those are colleges. Really? Those are the Alabama and Clemson of high school football
I think,
in the country, not just in Texas, like in the country.
Like nationally, right? What is? I think Allen's new stadium is 45,000.
45,000 for a high school stadium.
Are you serious?
For a high school stadium,
Jesus,
it's massive. And then
Katy, it's got its own live video replay board.
It's sick.
It's got.
There's some colleges that don't have.
No.
That.
It's better than a lot of like.
It's not even close.
Obviously,
it's not even close. Like
that's crazy.
You just like there's some teams in the Big Ten that would love to play at Katy or Allen.
So speaking of Katy, I got the opportunity to go to the Nike opening. I think it was one of those camps in high school, but it was at Katie's football field, and I didn't know this until I went to the camp, but they apparently have 2 stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
They have their
What?
old stadium, which
Mhm.
is like,
It's only
massive.
15,000.
Yeah,
The
like
only-
It's
for a high
only
school stadium.
15,000.
It's just huge, and you're like, oh my god, they don't play in this. Like you're walking
Like they
around.
lend it out to other like poorer
Yeah.
schools. Like
Yeah.
here.
Here,
Here.
have this.
Hey,
Have
play,
this.
play
This
in
is
our
not
old
good enough for
trashy
us. You
stadium,
can have
guys. And then we walked over to the new stadium, and I was like, dear Lord, like you were saying, that a jumbotron, like
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was bigger. I was
they
like,
have a film. When we say they have a film theater. So for the team to watch film together,
oh yeah,
they don't go to a classroom. They're in a theater with like padded seats and like pullover
it's like
notepads.
us, except for
Wow.
in high school.
and
See, we sat in the old YMCA locker room. I think was
Right?
we watched film. It was
we sat in the weight room.
yeah,
We just watched it on the portable the portable.
the little portable projector.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we watched it on.
it's different. And then every player gets a laptop to watch film study on.
So it's college and high
That is
school.
crazy.
apparently.
That's
Right?
crazy.
So then the leap, I'll ask you, the physical leap is one thing, but the film study leap is also
Oh,
just incredible. Like the leap between the amount of film that you watch in high school and how you watch it versus what you watch in college. How many hours a week do you guys spend on collective film study?
Well,
week.
a lot.
during the season or
Yeah,
during the off
during the season?
During the season, a lot. Like
a lot.
most of our free time is basically not wasted, but like is used to watch film.
To watch film.
So,
Even if we're there.
individual group
It's like we
team.
we
I
as
mean,
a
we
as a
do all
team-
the group and team film
Yeah.
studies we have to do. I mean, but if you can't just do that. I mean, every college athlete will tell you got to do more than that.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we have our iPads and stuff, and me and Nuri will watch film a lot, and especially in season.
So are you the person that coaches him the most?
Oh, for sure, yeah. When he's
Right?
playing-
Like I would, right? Like I would imagine that, right?
Yeah,
That-
when he's playing center, I mean, honestly, I have no clue how to play center, but I'll tell him he looks terrible.
and they're like, dude, where's your
What is-
butt,
what
man?
is
What are you
that?
doing?
What is that, Nuri?
What's going on with your back, man? Where are your hands, Dory?
flat back.
Where are you? Flat back. Ah, I have nightmares. I have nightmares hearing flat back. And then in the off season, so give me a percentage. The same film time in the off season
Well, in
versus
the off
in
season is
season.
kind of hard because you're not watching. You're not watching an opponent. You're not watching. Like it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
You're watching
for us
yourself.
to watch Northwestern
Yeah.
right now. You know what I mean?
You're watching yourself.
Exactly. You're watching yourself. So like it's a lot
Critiquing
different.
yourself.
Yeah, it's like a lot different because you watch one drill probably for 10 minutes just watching, from bottom to top.
Top to
Like
bottom.
no, actually bottom to top.
Oh,
you
okay.
look at your feet first. You go through your
Linemen
knees.
are made from the
Exactly,
feet up.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying.
Quarterbacks are made from the head down.
Exactly.
Although every quarterback coach will say the opposite. Every position coach says their group is made from the feet up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you watch yourself, like you're watching a drill, and then you watch what you did, and you keep rewatching it to see, like, oh, you did this step right. You were straining through that. You like things like that. So it's very different to watching an opponent, because when you watch an opponent, you're watching for like their tendencies.
Mhm.
You watch what they do the most. You watch what like how they line up. You watch like how they line up their hands, where they line up their hands.
What they do when they
Exactly.
line up in that thing.
Exactly.
Like
It's
if
like-
you watch 50 plays of an opponent and they line up in a certain formation
Exactly.
and you don't see a play called, you kind of go mental.
Yeah, they're
okay.
not gonna do what
They're-
they're not doing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
would do it if they were
It's
gonna-
very different to watch film in the off season than in the season.
It's curious to me. You mentioned the difference between Colorado State and here. The rules of engagement don't change
Mhm.
unless the scheme changes.
Mhm.
How different was the scheme? So when you came in with what Colorado State ran versus what Nebraska runs currently,
Mhm.
how much of a difference was that?
To what we run currently, I wouldn't say too crazy much, but like when I first came in, a lot of the stuff was like very run heavy. Like Nebraska was known to be like, run heavy. And so like that was kind of like because I'm not gonna lie, at CSU I was not very good. I was not a very good run blocker. I was more of a trying to get him out of the way than like trying to push him somewhere.
But hey, there are guys who make a lot of money in NFL by being getting away guys.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That being said, you did get
There are a lot of getting away, dude. Like
you did get a lot stronger since you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I gained a lot of weight too. Like
I know.
What'd you play at Colorado State?
280, 285. I could barely see 290. I could not get up to 290. And right now I'm like 330, 325.
What's ideal? What's ideal? What do you want at like opening day, Ireland, Northwestern? What's ideal?
I'll be between 315 and 320. Right now it's like this during this time period you want to bulk up.
Well, you're in your winter bear, you know.
Exactly. Winter weight on.
Yeah, exactly. You're putting your winter weight on, and then we can get through it. So not bad. We'll pick this up. Sunday morning pancakes. Good stuff. Nori, Brent, DP, Carter, running everything. Appreciate you, brother. Y'all stay tuned. Text line 402-464-5685. Hit us up, or you can call in to Honda Lincoln Hotline 402-464-5685. The streams are up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Share it. Let folks know. Hey, man, we got pancakes on Sunday. We'll be right back.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them. But I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association on the station.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding. Whoa! Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Gnarly move, Dad. Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Dealing with battery problems? We've got you. Let's start with a free battery test. If you just need a free charge, we can help with that too. And if it's time for a new battery, we've got you covered. We're the only place you can find Duralast, the batteries more consumers choose. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination, where help is always in stock. Claims based on a proprietary consumer study and data from the MPD Group 2019.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Beauty lovers, we've got good news. 21 Days of Beauty is here at Ulta Beauty. That means you can snag the very best in beauty with daily beauty steals of 50% off the must-haves from brands like Tarte and Benefit Cosmetics. And with new launches to love from brands like KVD Vegan Beauty and Tula, your beauty routine is in for a treat. Have fun finding new faves at beauty's biggest event. Shop in-store, online, or try curbside pickup today. Event ends September 19th. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
Welcome back, Sunday Morning Pancakes. Like starting next week, you'll have Big Voice Bob bringing you in. He needed to have Rico try to say your name.
Really?
Yeah. So Big Voice guy. So normally you hear him say, welcome back to.
Right.
And then Rico has to record your name so that Big Voice Bob doesn't screw it up. And I kept telling Rico to pull the clip of you saying your name so that he goes, tell Nori that he has to say it like 4 times in a row. And then I can send it to Bob just the way that he wants it said. And then I was like, well, what about Brent Banks? He goes, no, we got that.
Yeah, that was not too hard.
There you go. That's not really a problem. Not really a problem. So a couple of things. I want to thank the folks from Canopy Market for supporting you guys. They've reached out and said, okay, they'll be in support of the show. I want to thank the folks from Moose's Matt Fresh. He won't be by today, but he will be by next week. So you'll have your own hummus, salsa, guacamole. And you can blame Carter because he had the big containers and didn't share any of it with you.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
Like he had the big
That's
ones and
tough.
didn't share them with you.
You ate 70 ounces of hummus. Good for you.
And, you know,
A lot of protein in there.
Right? Like that's impressive. Like he went to this was the big dude size.
I took it back to the dorm and shared it.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fair.
I mean, fair enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, if you're in the dorms, yeah, you need that.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there.
Bet you
But
were a hit for that day.
right? Like so the fact that Banks is rating his girlfriend's roommate's refrigerator over the stuff. Like we said, they walked. So what you need to do is catch Kinsey and Nicklin because they got the cross the board sample of everything.
Oh, I know it. I tried it all. It's good. They didn't, but I am upset. They didn't have the salsa or the guac, and
never made it out the door.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, so I need that. But those hummuses were money.
Right. It was crazy. So we want to thank those folks for taking care and making sure. And again, for folks that want to be connected to the show, just reach out.
Yeah, just reach out.
Just reach out, whether it's your company or you personally, whatever it is, just reach out and let them know. And whatever it is, whatever contribution you want to make to it, we will make sure it's handled the right way and get in the right space, and we'll tie you into the show. So, and we're going to run this again. Spring ball is right around the corner.
Yep.
Spring game is a big deal. And then this thing will run all the way through football season. So just imagine, Saturday conversations based on Sunday's conversations and Sunday's conversations based on the game conversation. Plus, I'll turn these two into NFL experts pretty quickly. Like we're going to go down the rabbit hole and just, we'll allow them to bring in some guys.
Me and Brant play Madden.
Yeah.
We know a little football.
We're not too great at Madden though.
Right,
Yeah.
like
we're both horrible enough where when we play against each other, it's like a terrific
It's
game
fun.
with 14 different interceptions.
Right.
It's like interception, and I'm like, shoot. And then Nuri throws the ball, interception.
It's just you. Well, this is why your linemen
Yeah, that's true. It is. It really
like
is.
no
really
real
is.
idea about what the skill position
they're
guys
going
are doing.
cover three,
There's
and
a
I'm like,
reason why you
what?
can't play an O lineman on Madden.
Right? Right?
Remember
Like
Wandell? So you know Wandell?
Yeah.
So I played Wandell. He was my roommate for a while in the suites, and then when we moved out
Yeah.
until we went to Kentucky. So I played him in Madden, and to this day, he might have been one of the best Madden players I've ever played. Like,
because he knows every
Field goal.
position. Because
I got a field goal on him. Like the kid's an animal on Madden.
and his dad's like a deep football dude. So
Oh, yeah.
he's sitting in the factory.
His dad's the guru.
What am I calling here, Dad? Like he had his
Cover three.
Yeah, he had
blitzing
he had his ear pod in, like and Dad's telling him, no, spread him out, spread him out.
Firehouse blitz. Bring all 8. Drop 8.
Carter,
Drop
do
8.
you play? Do you play? I think we need to. Do you play, man?
Yeah, I'm a big time Madden player.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think so. I'm at least decent.
How many points would you give these two?
Depends on how cheesy I want to be about it. Because there's some things in Madden that you can do that are just like
there's a couple of
they're
plays
just
where
like
you
they're
can't score
broken.
every time.
So like if you use the Chiefs and you just put Tyreek Hill on a streak, you can just wait till he runs past everybody and just chuck it outfield with Mahomes. Like,
Really?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look at
that! Same thing with Lamar. I mean, if you have them all go on a Hail Mary and
then
you
just scramble.
Lamar Jackson is my quarterback.
He
I suck. Like I was
will
saying,
only play with him because of that reason.
Yeah.
Because then he can just run around.
He's a running back with that can throw sort of. That's awesome.
Sort of. So that I think that needs to happen as well. Maybe one of these Sundays we'll just
Some Madden tournament.
It'll be and we'll just play live and you guys as you guys are playing, we're on air.
Is there a censor on this show?
There is a dump button.
If we're playing Madden,
There's a dump button. There's a dump button, but we can only hit it once every Sunday. Like it's like we can't just constantly
once every what 10 seconds.
Like we can't just keep hitting it. Like you have to.
We might not want to play.
We might not want to play
maybe
Madden
one
on
quarter.
there.
So maybe what we'll do is we'll record it, get the audio, and then run it back.
That probably is
do
a
a
good idea.
voiceover.
Yeah.
We'll do play Madden Ultimate Team.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team is too time consuming for me. I don't know. I
understand that.
I don't want to take the time to build a team.
Did you ever play like FIFA or 2K?
2K.
I see. I was huge into FIFA because I was a soccer player back in Germany. So like
Right,
I got FIFA now too again. And
Easy Banks. Yeah, whatever.
Nuri played soccer, guys.
Big
No, I
soccer
played
guy, right?
soccer, Nuri. YMCA.
I'm still waiting for these
YMCA.
clips. I'm
Right.
still waiting for the clips. See, Nori failed.
I forgot about
He
that.
failed.
Oh.
I forgot
Totally
about
failed because you were supposed to share clips of you.
Well, see, Brent should have reminded me.
But
No, you're a grown up.
I did, and he like.
You
Since
would
we're
never
on air,
remind-
I can say this now. I was like, Nuri, make sure you get those clips. He's like, dude, I don't know why I said that. I was lying.
That oh my god!
I was
post
never
these
350.
during break. I will post these during break. I'm gonna make sure that happens. I'll post these during break.
I never had a touchdown in my life. I don't know.
Hey now.
Did you have an end zone dance when you scored? Did you have
No,
some-
I legitimately was on the ground like heaving because I couldn't breathe. It was almost 80 yards of me full sprinting running where I was out of shape.
Why were
I was so tired.
Did they throw you the ball?
I was a defensive end.
Oh,
I intercepted
Scoop
the
and
ball.
So you pulled a JJ Watt. You
It was the guy was supposed to run out on like a wheel route for the running back, I think.
Yeah.
And the running back is running out, and I see him like run out. And I like almost follow him while the left tackle is like on me basically.
You're sniffing.
And I'm
the
holding
screen
the
out.
left tackle with one arm, and I'm like kind of following the running back. And he throws it, and I see it, and I grab it and start running. I will make sure that this video comes out because I am so mad right now.
This has to happen. This has to
No, he does
happen.
that all the time. He starts telling people random things about that are not true, and then I have to talk about it, and I have to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fair.
He does that all the time.
That's
all the
fantastic. What
time.
he's supposed to.
Your girlfriend?
That's
Yeah,
true.
for example.
Okay, this is a running joke on the O line though, but Nuri's girlfriend's actually made up.
Yeah,
Because no one.
she's a Canadian supermodel, is what he tells everybody.
Okay, to be fair, we know her now. But to be fair, when he first said, "I have a girlfriend,"
I have a girlfriend.
He's like, "I have a girlfriend." And I was like, "No, you don't." And
You don't know her. She goes to another school. She
That's
goes to
what-
another
that's what he
school.
said.
No, that's what he said. That's what he's saying.
I said,
He kept telling everybody she goes to, oh, she's not from here.
"Yeah,
She's
you
not
got
from
you
here.
guys wouldn't know her.
You
She's a Canadian
Yeah, that's
supermodel
what
that
he kept
goes to
telling
different
everybody.
school."
That's what he kept telling everybody.
You wouldn't know her.
You wouldn't know her.
She actually, her family just moved away, so you wouldn't.
wouldn't know her.
You call her now with different time zones.
Oh, that's a running joke, and that is one of my favorite on the O line. It's awesome.
But now that he has a girlfriend, like it's like,
Oh no, we still do it.
Yeah,
they still that's the
you
funny.
bring her around. You bring her around.
It is real. She has like.
Well, but do you bring her? No, but does he bring her around?
Yeah,
no,
and then you guys go
around me.
No, so the first
I live with him.
The first time he meets her, he's
Okay.
sleeping on the couch. I mean, and he's like, "Oh, I was just dreaming. I never met her." I'm like, what?
That one really didn't count though, because
How did that not
I
count?
was asleep and I had this weird dream or vision or something. And Murray walked in with his girlfriend, and from that day, he thinks I met her. I don't know what to tell him.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So just here's a bit of news. I just got a text from Nickel and Hames. They were going to record their show next because they play Thursday morning at 8:00, and that means they would be up until 11. And I'm like, you sure you want to let's pre-record and then you could sleep in? And like I don't want to be the dude that
Makes you have to
So maybe we'll I don't know. We'll figure out. I'm not sure we're going to do their show next, which opens the door for me to do something else that I was contemplating doing today. Maybe I'll go watch some women's basketball.
Eat some hummus.
Clear jalapeno just ran. So there's that. So when you bring your girlfriend around, then how much heat is there?
Oh, nothing. There's no heat.
Right. There's no.
I love his girlfriend. She's super nice.
The funny thing is, I would love to make those jokes to him too. But the problem is, everybody knows his girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like no secrets.
So, like everybody knows his girlfriend, and she's super nice too. I mean, Maddie's hilarious.
Oh,
whenever
Reagan's super nice too.
Yeah,
but it's more messing with you.
Whenever she's at the house, I can't really do anything because she's already at the house. Like she's been at the house ever since I've been there. You know what I mean? Like it's very different compared to him making jokes to me because I mean it's kind of funny.
Well, it's also because I'm the only person that's met her on the offensive line. I think.
How is that possible?
What Nuri?
I do think.
How is that possible? You just keeping her to yourself?
No, I mean it's. For one, it's hasn't been that long, and then two,
how long is it? What day did you guys start dating? What month?
Of last month.
What's her birthday?
August 13th, 18th. I have it written down. I'm so bad with birthdays. Okay, to be fully honest though,
ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed
the only reason why I can remember my own birthday is because it's on Halloween. That's the only reason I can remember my own birthday.
Throwing his teammate directly under the bus.
I even have my mom's birthday written down because it's the 3rd or the 5th December every time. I don't know which one it is.
You can ask Maddie this. I was pretty sure you weren't going to know that second question, but you can ask Maddie. I didn't know. Like, it took me a solid year to remember her birthday. I have it written down.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you have it written down. I mean,
I just learned my own brother's birthday, dude. Like, I'm bad with those names.
I used to be really good with birthdays.
Oh, I wish.
But because I had to memorize them. But since social media, like Facebook allows me to be mentally lazy
Facebook's helped me out.
And Snapchat,
right? Like
and Snapchat, yeah. Facebook and Snapchat has helped me out.
Like
so much.
It's like, oh boy,
yeah, Snapchat.
Oh boy, and then I figured out like a year ago that every Monday I just go to the birthday calendar to look and see whose birthdays are that week.
Calendar.
Yeah, you can go to it and it'll tell you.
Turn on.
It'll tell you birthdays coming up this week.
I did not know that.
Oh, this is why I'm sharing it because let me tell you, this
life hack.
This was I literally just bought my daughter's birthday present because it's next month and I wanted it there in advance because I saw the little note. I was like, thanks, appreciate it. And what works with that is my wife and my daughter's birthdays in the same month, so the trigger is like yeah.
Me and my mom are in the same month too, and I'm just bad with birthdays.
Me and my parents are.
Reagan, we're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Reagan, we're sorry. Everybody will now know Reagan's birthday. So we'll throw the break. We'll close out this hour of Sunday Morning Pancakes. Lots to talk about. We'll get ready for the spring games coming up. We'll do that top of the hour.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Old School with DP and J.
And I learned this about the difference between the college game and the NFL. Every play is designed offensively and defensively for one guy to make a mistake, whether it's being out of your gap, forgetting the blitz, forgetting a check on offense, forgetting the snap count. In college, it might be explosive play, 15 yards, whatever you deem as explosive play. The pros,
all of them are house.
All of them are. The guy will hit his head on the goalpost.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Kids just want to get out in the world and have fun. But their lives have been put on hold. Getting them thriving again safely starts with protecting them from COVID-19 and dangerous new variants. Get the latest facts by speaking to your pediatrician or healthcare provider, or by visiting getvaccineanswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Academy of Pediatrics.
Let the good times roll. Let 'em roll.
Now what do? Football is over. The weather's crappy. Man, I tell you what, it's a perfect time to go car shopping. This is Carl from Price Right Auto. Come out to Price Right in Westo and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. With our non-commissioned sales process, we let you control the sale. We won't let you get a lemon since we back every one of our vehicles with our peace of mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, pricerightauto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on Westo Street at Price Right Auto.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Welcome back, Sunday morning pancakes. Just to let folks know that Nuri Nori needs to make a public apology.
I already texted her. making sure that I apologize.
It was like, man, swing, like he put it on a tee, swing and a miss, and he fell from the spin.
Oh, I
went 0 for
broke
2.
my ankle, tore my ACL, everything. My career's over.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Oh God.
Now the question is, does she know your birthday?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it's Halloween. It's so easy to remember.
Yeah, that's a layup.
God, it's so easy.
That's a
But
layup.
then again, people, I don't know why, but American people think
forgot.
Halloween is on 30th.
Who?
There's so many people that are like,
What-
on the 30th, right? I'm like,
What
no,
American person
31st.
has?
Who?
Do you know when
Who
Halloween
have you?
is?
Who have you been?
Yeah, it's the 31st.
31st.
Like, who have you been talking to?
Just random people are like, because we were talking about like birthdays, like some people's birthdays on October, and I'm like, oh, my birthday's on Halloween, and they're like, oh, the 30th, right? I'm like, no,
I'm
it's
gonna have
the
to call a
31st.
cap on that
I
one.
swear,
Who?
bro. It's
Who are
crazy.
these people?
Just
Where
just
are you
like random
meeting
we
these
talking
people?
to,
First
like,
But this is why I don't pay attention to people on social media, because those are the same people that text and tweet that don't know what day Halloween is.
30th.
Like
30th, right?
I would give you permission to just block them, like literally just run over them.
Oh yeah,
The moment
it
somebody-
has to happen.
30th, just hit him in the mouth.
Yeah, like just
Nope.
like or
Nope.
just keep
What?
water or just splash them in the face.
What?
And yeah, that's remarkable. That is remarkable. But yeah, there are means to keeping all this stuff in order. All right, so through everything that you guys have to go through on a day-to-day basis, what's spring game is when?
The 6th or 7th.
Sounds right.
Is it the 6th or it's either one of the two in April?
When do you go to camp?
Next Monday.
Like, yep.
Not this week Monday, but
The
like
following
week
Monday.
after, yeah.
So a week from Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
We put the pads on.
Okay.
Can't wait. Actually,
I know, me neither. I feel like this
That's so
off
long,
season.
I
I
feel
know it's kind of in a shorter winter conditioning than normally is, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it's a little weird, right? Throws the calendar. off.
yeah. I mean, that being said, though, like I know it was shorter, but it felt so fast. You know, and I think
Yeah, it
back
really
to it,
did.
I'm like, geez, we're already about done with the winter lifting. And
Yeah.
stuff.
So how long
Crazy.
does it take you to get ready for that camp? Like how much conditioning do you turn it up? Especially
Well,
what I
I
would
mean,
think is like cardio. Is
there-
that you would
It's a
turn up
lot
your
more-
cardio?
right now. You
right
know,
now it's
we're-
less cardio than strength. Like it's more strength.
winter's bulking,
Yeah.
right? You know, going to summer, it's more about running and bulking, and then because winter you just want to get huge. Like,
Yeah,
you just want to get beefy.
and when obviously you look at Brandon, he obviously succeeded in getting fat, but
Yeah. Beefy, but
and the one you just want to like
Taco
get
Bell.
So beefy. That's good. Like I never know
what was that?
what
was
the
that? That's so beefy. What was that?
yeah, there's a movie that's used. There's actually a clip to that.
Really?
We do have a call. I know who that caller is. Go ahead and punch that one in.
There's a caller?
Go ahead and punch that one up. I know. We'll welcome this call. Welcome Honda Lincoln Hotline. Who's this?
This is Moose.
Moose Morrison. How you doing, brother?
What's up?
Good, man. Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
How about you?
Fantastic. It's nice out. I promised my kiddo I'd take him golfing this afternoon, so
Shoot, I might have to meet y'all out there.
life is good. Well, I didn't get on it soon enough, so all the Lincoln courses were booked, but we are making a short jaunt down Highway 2 to Nebraska City to play their course today. So.
Yeah, that's nice. I was actually talking about golf with Nuri yesterday. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's never
I've
even
never
swung a
golfed
golf
before.
club. So,
Oh, well, we
been
got to
to
get you
Topgolf,
guys out
nothing.
there then.
I mean, I'm terrible at golf. But
Well,
I
but I mean,
love
you're
it.
out to, there's a lot worse places to be, good or no,
Oh,
you know?
yeah, being on a golf course is so fun. I mean, that's we always go as a team. Travis Vokalek, he's probably not listening, but I'll make sure he hears this. He's pretty good, but I'd say I'm just a little bit better than him at golf.
Ooh,
yeah.
I hope he is listening.
Oh, I do too. He'll like that. Yeah, but I'm really trying to get Nuri at least a top golf or something. Like it's crazy. He's never
Yeah,
top
somewhere.
golf.
I mean, today's the last window we got for outdoor golf for a minute because it doesn't sound real pleasant next week.
No, it does not. It's not going to be. It's not going to feel good next week.
So can we get you in studio next week, Moose?
Yeah, next Sunday for sure. Count on it.
Perfect.
Yeah, they've been stealing the volleyball players' Mad Moose fresh. So they everything that you delivered, They raided the fridge.
Actually, it's only Brant's rated. I've never tried any of this. I've literally never tried any of this. He keeps telling me it's great.
I didn't bring any back to Nuri, but it was gone before I
He
got
keeps
back.
telling me it's so good and never brings me any. I'm like, all right.
The curry one is just, I've never had anything like that. It's so good.
I appreciate that. That's a good one. Yeah, we'll bring you your own slew of goodies next Sunday into the studio, and then you'll be properly fueled with good, clean ingredients come camp on Monday.
Some healthy stuff, yeah.
Moose, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for what you do, and more importantly, thank you for who you are, man.
Thank you.
All right, hey, appreciate you guys. Good show. We'll talk to you soon.
All right,
talk to you soon.
Yeah, that's Moose Morrison from Moose's Mad Fresh. Just go to moosesmadfresh.com if you want. You guys want. You can find so they do carry it at Canopy.
Oh,
so he drops it off fresh to Canopy Market.
Okay.
My nephew is from Guac today.
Yeah.
So talking about golf, I was on TikTok or something. I'm addicted to TikTok. I love it.
He definitely is.
It's bad. But so I was going through and he was talking about golf. And I don't know. I was going to ask you if you saw this video. Probably not because you never played golf. But it was this guy golfing and he hit the water. But I think it was in Nebraska actually. But the water was frozen and he got a hole in one.
What?
Yeah, you think you could do that?
No. I don't think I'm going to hit it into the direction of the hole.
Just shake it.
No, that needs to happen. See, this is the beauty of all this now. I'm getting my checklist of things I need to see from people. So Nuri's first golf swing has to be recorded.
All right.
Like that should be on TikTok.
All right.
Like you have to put that on TikTok.
My
right?
golf clubs aren't great, but I feel like it's going to break. However, he's going to smack the ground,
Right.
shatter.
It will break in a way that a golf club has never broken
Yes,
before.
it will be gone.
So yeah, this needs to happen as well. Well, once you guys get out of camp, I don't want you guys distracted and losing focus. I don't need that heat on my head. We'll toward the break. Second hour, Sunday morning pancakes. Did you settle in? Did you get your coffee? Got your cakes? Good stuff. This is how Sundays are meant to be spent. I'm DP, Nori, Brant, Carter. We'll be right back. Yeah, so he's out there listening. He's like, shit, man.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual planter clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, Nebraska, February 23rd and 24th. Landmark's planter clinic offers expansive equipment training and important information on new and updated technology for this planting season. Learn more about AMS documentation and guidance, row unit and meter settings, and soil moisture monitoring options. Join us February 23rd and 24th in Hastings, RSVP by calling your local Landmark.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 330 North 48th Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Turn off the TV and power down the video games. It's time for homework. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSEA. We want every child to learn and be successful. As a teacher, mom, and grandmother, I know children need a quiet place to do homework. Designate an area in your home away from the TV and background noise. Good study habits start with a quiet learning environment at home.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life. The bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You join because you are not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse? Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon. Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, Sunday morning pancakes. I have to shout that so the young men will, protect their conversations. They have to learn. I have to do that with Jay Foreman and Rashawn because it's
You don't know what we're talking about.
right. The constant. I don't need for your personal conversations to get out.
No.
We don't want that. Nori and Brent Banks and Carter are here on a Sunday. Just a programming note. The volleyball show was Talking Trash was going to go from 1 to 3. It is now going to go back to its normal Wednesday time slot. They need to do that today, so we're going to let that be done. And then there will be the postgame show for the women's basketball game. Will go from 4 until 5 o'clock, immediately following the final horn there. And there's going to be tons of stories there as well. It's going to be a big week on the station. I can just tell you there's lots going on and lots to talk about. Gentlemen, you want to talk Super Bowl?
Yes.
I do, and I'm very upset about the
Yeah,
Super
we
Bowl.
both are.
Let's go. Well, why? What bothers you?
Well,
we're both
Burrow,
okay. Yeah, we were
man,
both
like,
hoping the Bengals would win.
That
We
would
really
be
were.
huge
Why?
for them.
Why?
I mean,
Okay,
they're
well,
not
so
a win-
we both, like I said, we're Madden players. Right? So like we
Okay.
play Madden, and then in Ultimate Team, there's this thing
yeah.
where if you play whatever challenge and you get these tokens, and then you could bet. In a sense.
Can't say that.
Well, it's not.
NCAA
it's
doesn't
not.
let us bet.
It's
Yeah.
on Madden.
You're not allowed-
Yeah, you get
You're not
getting
actually
anything.
betting.
We
Yeah, no,
lost
it's
them
like
all anyway.
it's you're putting these tokens into like a set for if the Bengals win, you would get 5,000 coins. If
Joe Burrow MVP.
Yeah, if, like
Tails on the coin
for random
flip.
things, like.
Well, you're not actually betting.
No.
because-
This is literally like
it's just things
It's
that
a
would
Madden game.
The
Yeah,
way I would always say it is, well, they're offering $5,000 for Burrow to be the MVP. Would you take that? Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Is that
And it's like it's
not even like we
coins
put
in a video game. Like
yeah, if I'm too afraid to put money in.
Oh, I
something
could-
like
I-
that.
yeah, I
Not
could
having, but in Madden, like let me tell you what, I was a baller in Madden.
He had all the tokens.
Oh, I had all the tokens.
He played a bunch of challenges. I was sitting right next to him, and I was on my computer, and he was.
I
on his-
grinded for hours.
Yeah, he was
for
he was
this.
playing for hours to get those tokens. It was crazy.
So we
It was
know
crazy.
Banks' future, right? Like we know.
Oh, he'll try to
He'll
play
have
video
his
games, but it's
own
horrible.
token show. Here's how the ballers do it.
Well, see, but like I said, that's the reason why we were so much into the Bengals, because we put all of those tokens on these sets for the Bengals,
Dude,
and we're like we were wanting to get that.
I played this thing where I got a bunch of vouchers to choose whatever happens, like all those bets. I put everything. I had probably 10 different vouchers on Madden, and I was like, Bengals win. Coin flip is tails. Joe Burrow's MVP, passes for over 275 yards. Every single one I got wrong. Even the coin flip.
Boys and girls, this is a lesson for all of you.
I got everyone wrong.
Don't do it.
Don't ever bet. Ever.
Don't do
If
it.
you're an athlete, don't do it.
Don't do it, Pete
Oh my
Rose.
God.
Now, if it's on Madden,
Yeah.
and you're not getting anything out of it, doesn't really matter. You're not losing anything either.
Yeah.
But we had a lot to win.
Yeah.
I might have got the All-Star Cooper Cup on Madden. I think that's one of the rewards if you would have won that. Didn't
Oh, you
him,
get to
though.
actually have him as one of your
Yeah,
players.
as one of your players. Yeah, speaking of him,
Yeah.
He was insane. His
That-
season was crazy.
he's a dog.
His season was crazy.
Where'd he go to college? I watched something on it the other day. He
was it
at
Kennesaw State? Kennesaw, something like that?
Eastern Washington.
Oh, Eastern. No, never mind. Okay.
football guru right here.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
this is why we keep the young dudes around, because they know all the stuff that my brain doesn't have room for anymore.
It's like I have no clue where he went.
Like
to
I
college.
have no more room for new information in my brain. I'm just full. So we need young people to keep around and just go, hey, spout stats. And like it's like a program. And-
Stats. Nah. No, but he had a hell of a game.
So do you guys pay attention to the fact that he was a 0-star?
Yeah.
He had nothing. Like he had nothing going
And
for
that's
him. And then
that's what I
A 0
that's
star.
awesome.
He's, like,
That's the coolest
insane.
part about
Yeah.
it. Like, not saying he came from nothing, because he's obviously an incredible athlete. But that being said,
he
that-
says it himself. He came from nothing. You know,
Well, but
his wife now paid for them to like be financially secure.
I didn't know
Because
that.
she like, during college he like didn't have money.
Yeah. Damn. Were they
And
married in
obviously being an
college?
athlete. No, I don't think. Were they?
I didn't have money in college. I had no money in college.
But did you work in college?
I did. I was.
See, that's-
it was.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
it was a work study. Okay, so I'll tell you what it was like. Gather around, kids. Let me tell you about sports back in the day, right? Back in the olden days of wearing Champion and Russell gear.
Oh,
where you
yeah.
got
Back in
where-
the day.
Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
know, we were back in the day. So we would get these assignments passed to us from boosters. Like, okay, you need to go and turn on the sprinklers at the baseball field, or you had to go and mow several high school fields. You had to go and do the dirt pounding of the dirt for baseball at high schools. Sometimes it was you had to run errands for the wife of said booster. Sometimes
You have to go pick up some milk for me.
groceries.
'Cause I forgot.
Oh no, there are times you had to pick up. Yeah, you had to go pick up groceries. You
Forgot
had to
at
go
the
pick up
store.
laundry.
Jeez.
Every now and then you'd be asked to escort the daughter of a booster to a high school event or some sort.
As a college football player. That is funny.
Yeah, this is
Some giant
it was
football
like-
player walks in.
it was like and there were only 2 black guys on my college baseball team.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was a secret. So like you walk in and go, "Oh, it's DP. What are you doing here?" Friends and family. And you had to make sure they know or whatever it was. Now, I don't know when the line was drawn on that stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely drama. I
I don't know when the line was drawn on that stuff, but a lot of the NIL stuff, the stuff that people are going to ask you to do, are the things that already existed when those folks were in college.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I actually met someone at a restaurant like probably 2 months ago, and I was talking to her, and she was telling me how like when she was older than me, like she was a grown woman, she had a family, like she was with her husband, and she was telling me how when she was growing up, they would have like, because they lived in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
When they were growing up, they would have like all the offensive linemen over at their house. I think her dad was a booster or something.
Mhm.
And so they would just all be over at her house all the time. Like if they needed help, like if they have a flat tire, they'd help them out, come change it. Because they didn't get a stipend back then either, did they? I don't think.
I think they did, but it was way less.
We got stipends. So I think I'm right in this, that we got like, so when we would go on the road to play, and we always played, like we never went on the road to play one game.
Yeah.
Because I was playing baseball. So we were going for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd be going for 10 days. But we got, I think the number is this, that we got $6 for breakfast, $12 for dinner, $8 for lunch.
So what was your go-to for like?
Well, we would go.
breakfast?
Back in the day, a breakfast at IHOP. Breakfast at IHOP was like $3.99, bro. You could you could go in and get your full buffet on.
Oh, Nuri.
Oh yeah. Oh, it would have been spectacular,
I'm
right?
so hungry.
Me and Nuri haven't eaten this morning. You really get this.
We have bagels over here. You could knock on.
Pancakes.
Yeah,
we should have brought cake.
We'll do that from this week from forward, because we'll have hummus and guac and salsa every week going forward. But I will effort to get us a breakfast sponsor. Maybe Muchachos could do.
Muchachos would be fire.
Right? Like maybe we can do that. Like we'll somebody will come up with a pancake. So we would
pancake with like jalapenos in it and stuff.
right. So we would get our envelope. We get our envelope of cash. So whatever we were going to spend for the whole trip, we get the whole thing when we got on the bus.
Oh, really?
And then sometimes the coach would be like, "Okay, put your envelopes away. I'm going to buy breakfast."
Oh, okay.
Right,
nice.
and we go to IHOP and just rage.
Yeah,
right.
I'll take 5 mozzarella sticks.
Yeah,
17 waffles.
Yeah, like totally
Tell me right,
rage.
Coach.
Totally rage. We would stop again for lunch, but so much for nutrition. Like we were stopping at like Taco Bell for like.
Let's go.
like it was just that.
Taco Bell back in the day.
It was a little different. It was a little different.
I mean, I love it now.
Oh,
so how long ago is this?
Kind of age this man right now.
I'm 59 years old.
So this is when you were probably around like 20?
19. Oh, no, I was a baby. So 1981, 82, 83, 84. Okay. And McDonald's, you could get like a Big Mac meal for $2.99.
Like everything was way
like
cheaper.
$1.99.
Yeah.
Right. So you would pocket it, right? So you'd pocket, and then for dinner we would probably just get pizza.
Yeah.
But the opposing team would usually order pizza for you.
Really?
So when you left the dugout, the dugout or the locker room, you had an entire pizza.
Gee. Well, I guess
that's kind of cool.
Well, that's surprising that the opponent would do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We did that in every. Well,
was that just like kind of like an unspoken?
Yeah,
rule?
like we did that. We did that for our opponents.
Okay,
so,
I guess that makes sense.
So they would get. It was 30. I'm like it was 30 pizzas. Yeah. Like 30 pizzas.
Well, there's also a difference to that.
I don't think we would do that.
Though. Like as opposed to 150 pizzas.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We do sometimes get those though.
Like or Chick-fil-A or something. Like you get something that's there.
So Nebraska feeds us like
so well,
crazy. So I mean, after the games, before the games, whatever. But like traveling home, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you remember Rutgers? It was like 2 years ago when we got back at like
there.
3.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, no.
Well, we would have. So when we were on the road, we do it different than you guys did because each player had somebody who would look out for them. So we had, and I could get in trouble for this, but that's okay because it was 40 years ago. So what? But we had somebody in the athletic department. Well, not in the athletic department. Somebody who would go. They would get our class notes for us.
Really?
Somebody that would go to the meal hall and collect our 3 meals since we weren't going to be there. So they would collect the 3 meals and then they would put them in our refrigerator for when we got back.
That's cool.
That would be sick.
Right. And then if they were really cool, they would do your laundry for you.
Okay, honestly, if I would just take the laundry part of it, you don't have to go get me food. Just do my laundry.
Well, because we would leave,
Maybe
because we would work
vacuum.
out, and you were going to be gone for 10 days. So imagine you had like 30 meals in your refrigerator when you got back from a 10-day trip, but you also had like notes and a clean dorm room and your laundry.
So was that like your freshman doing that, or
that was that? Let's just say it was like fans of the program.
Oh god! Oh no! I get what you're saying. I got you.
Usually female fans of the program who would come in and do all that. So they hooked us up, and it was nice. But I would trade ours for yours, though.
Yeah,
I would trade the way you guys do things. Like if I was a player now, I'd be a 6-year junior.
They
Like
they do treat us good. Like, so I mean, what I was saying is after the games, we were in somewhere up north. I don't know. We got Illuminati's deep dish pizza. You ever heard of that?
Yep.
Oh, we were at Illinois.
And
I think
those pizzas, like that, might have been one of the best things we had a post game meal ever. It was literally a 4-inch deep pizza.
I hated it.
I don't know.
It's like
it was like a lasagna.
Yeah.
There's so much tomato sauce on that.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I'm not a
Nerds
Chicago
complaining about it,
The
but I thought
the
it was
thing
great.
literally was okay. Wait, is that something you guys eat in Texas? Is that something
Dude,
like?
No, we eat Mexican food in Texas. First
Well, I'm
of
just
all.
saying, like it could have been, but
we don't eat deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
No.
sorry. When they pulled that out, I was like, it was literally like 4 inches deep. Of
They were no
tomato
joke,
sauce.
probably a 6-pound pizza for each person. They were just like,
it was. I didn't think it was very good because it was like the tomato. I'm not a huge fan of tomato sauce. It's like I don't know. I can't. I don't know. It was a lot.
It's so much.
I love
It's
it.
so much
It
sauce.
was.
I smashed that pizza.
It's so
like-
much sauce. One, because it's
literally ate
messy.
one-
It's messy.
I ate
yeah.
one piece and I just felt horrible. Like I felt like all the juice and fat of that pizza was. Yeah, I did. I really did eating that pizza. It was weird. It was
Sure
weird.
it was-
I did not like.
And the
that. You sure it was
nutritionist is
pizza?
cool with you guys just devouring the.
Well, he's giving it to us because after a game,
You're
like,
done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
lost
done.
so much energy.
In
You're trying to
Illinois,
get some energy back.
Illinois was so hot. Do you remember being out there?
Yes, it
like,
was
first game of the
insane.
season.
It was insane.
That was my first start.
Oh, you could see it. You could.
Oh, yeah.
The cameras would the broadcast would span you guys,
Yeah.
and it's just like
I remember
Yeah,
last year during
they would
fall
span
camp
the
was like,
crowd and just go. You guys are over there just going.
Yeah, we
Because
were ready
no.
for it.
I think-
we were
yeah, we
prepared
were,
for
'cause
it, but it was hot.
It
Like,
was
'cause-
two weeks before that game. It was like 103 degrees on the field, and there's like this is without like how hot the field is itself. So it's just the temperature during that day was 103, and like we were practicing, and that was probably the hardest practice of my life.
Yeah,
people on the sidelines with like ice towels over their heads.
So did you
It's
guys when
crazy.
you played baseball? Did you have a turf field?
We did not. We played on the field in the stadium where the AAA Richmond Braves played.
Okay, because I was gonna
We
say-
didn't do turf until I didn't get to coach or play on a turf field until I got to Texas, and John Cooper had the turf field. And
Is there a difference between?
Oh,
Well, yeah.
oh.
Dude, first of all, you can slide like 30 feet on turf. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
like it's got the rubber pellets, so
Right.
it actually feels better than the dirt.
It does, but there's something just about like a dirt and grass field when you come off and there's just red dirt
I
and like
love-
grass stains. You look like
I
you.
don't know why people don't like playing on like a grass field.
I love
I
it.
love playing on a grass field.
I never. Well, so
Especially
when
if
I
it's
was a
muddy.
speed guy, I was a
Yeah,
speed guy.
Get all nasty.
Yeah, I was a speed guy.
Yeah.
So like playing on turf made me faster. It made
Yeah.
my advantage greater.
Yeah, your feet aren't getting stuck in
Right.
the grass.
And
yeah.
then I was an outfielder, so the ball always got a true hop.
yeah,
On dirt, on a grass
you don't know
field,
what it's gonna do.
like you don't know
Oh,
what
I
that
guess that
thing's
makes
gonna
sense.
do,
That makes sense.
right?
That makes sense.
So, like, I mean, I've only been beaten by a baseball once in my entire life, and we were at Virginia Tech, and a guy hit a ball in the gap in grass, and I charge it, and it almost. I thought my nose was torn off. Like I literally checked. Like normally I would have just gotten up, like run after the ball, but I just stopped. Like I flipped my glove off just to make sure my nose was still
Yeah.
attached. And that,
Jeez.
like,
Okay,
oh
okay.
no, because it went at an angle, and I thought, oh, this is done. Like I'm a dead man.
I don't have a nose anymore.
Like I thought the middle of my face was just going to be open, right?
Yeah.
And like you just stop. So after that, I was cool with turf. Like for football, but like linemen, I would think want turf because it gives you more traction.
Yeah, technically yes. I just personally prefer grass because it's just more fun.
Yeah,
I like playing on the grass.
So if I could choose, this is totally bringing it back to
Yeah.
like a high school football player right here. But if I could choose, dude, every time I want a grassy, rainy, muddy field.
Yes,
I want to
every
get
day,
nasty
all day long.
I want
all
to
day
slide
long.
in the mud, and
Yep.
tackle someone, rub their face. Like,
Yeah, I was
love that.
I was a running back, man. I'm a running back with big feet, bro. I need to plant my foot. And get,
I mean, that
get
makes
vertical,
sense.
man.
Like,
I need to get vertical. I don't want to slide and
put foot and go.
yeah. We had in Texas, there was a couple of times where we had the turf field where it was so high, even for a 6 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah,
where they think the sun is down, but my offensive lineman didn't want to put their hand on the turf.
Well, so
that's how high it
that's
was.
kind of what I was going to ask you. That's why I asked you if y'all had a turf field. Is like when it's that hot, because coming from Texas, we played on turf, and Texas is hot. And coming from there, I played in Louisiana on turf. Just it gets to the point where you feel like your cleats are legitimately melting.
When I was at CSU, we're playing Arkansas.
Like Arkansas. Oh, did y'all win?
No.
Okay.
Our QB
No.
our QB tore his ACL that game.
You didn't have to
pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Okay, that's pretty tough.
We got out there and it is 98 degrees, which is like hot, but like not Texas.
Y'all
hot.
played at Arkansas?
At Arkansas. It was 100% humidity. And we're walking.
I guess you are in the mountains too. Yeah,
It was
coming from the
horrible.
mountains.
It was horrible.
I
literally walked outside, went to the other side. Like my pregame like routine is to walk around the field goal posts, like each of the field goal posts. I walk around it. I don't know. I
Do you
just
still do that?
Yeah, I do it every game.
3 laps around.
No,
this
it's
one.
literally like I walk up to the goal post, just walk around and then pass the other one too. That's all I do. But I did that, and I'm coming back into the locker room, and I look like I just played 3 games.
Yeah,
like it was crazy. It was hot, and then we get to the field, and the field was steaming. Before we ran out to the field, because like obviously every team runs out after the other team or while they're running or whatever, something like that. And you look on the field the way they had it, like you walk out and then you're just kind of standing next to the field and you're looking out onto the field and they're coming from the other way. And you look out on the field and you can see that's like how when it's super hot you can see the steam or like
it looks like
it's
like wavy.
Yeah.
And they had, if correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they kind of have that crest feel that if you were standing on the sideline, it didn't look flat. It looked like it was.
Yeah.
Like
so that was the crazy thing about that. Like, you literally looked in the field and you can see it moving. Like it's super wavy and like it's blurry. And you're like,
exactly.
Jesus.
And you can see the wave coming off, the heat wave coming off.
So hot.
That was
the hottest game I played.
In Texas. I'd get in my car after school and I'd look at the hood and it's just like you'd
It's
see all those
crazy.
waves.
You can fry eggs on your head.
Well, dude, it's funny you said that because like coming from Colorado State, I know you. I guess how long were you in Lincoln before you went to Colorado State?
A year.
So did you think that Lincoln is pretty humid? Like I don't know the weather and the climate in Germany.
No.
Is Germany pretty humid?
I don't think so, but I don't think it's like not humid either. I think it's like okay, like just
because I feel like Lincoln's dry, like very dry for me. Because I mean, I grew up probably 45 minutes from the Gulf of Mexico, and every time I come here, like after being home for a while, I just get nosebleeds.
The Texas sun seems like it's on your shoulder.
Yep.
Like it's like, oh, you're just gonna walk with me. Cool.
Well, see, like
you
you don't want to take a break?
Like hey, bro, leave me alone.
When I went to Texas, I didn't think Texas is not that bad in my opinion. But then again, like I'm like North Africa. There, it's hot. Like that is hot.
That's the difference. Like they win the hot. It's hot conversation.
Yeah, no, like
I can't even. Like, yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah.
It's like really like during the day. There's like the way.
Where'd you go in Texas?
I went to Austin and to Dallas,
Should've
and then
gone to
somewhere
Houston
outside of
now.
Austin. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Houston and Austin.
Okay, well, either way, the way they have.
So
life
you haven't
there
been
is-
you haven't been home yet? Oh no, it's early. Never mind.
It's too early.
It's early.
A little bit.
Okay.
Early.
My bad.
When I was
He
when I
hasn't
was
been
in
home with me
Tunisia-
either. I tried to invite him. He's like, no, I have to go back to Germany. Actually, I was going to take this man hunting over the break.
Okay. The reason for that, because I was going to go over there. I was going to go to Houston for a week
Uh-huh.
and go hunt with him. The problem was my parents' flight got canceled. I don't know if you saw that.
No, you told the story.
Yeah,
You were telling the story.
So my parents' flight got canceled. So I could end up having to change my flight, and I changed it, and then my parents' flight got changed again. And then I was just like, I'm not.
Nuri
you know what?
could have
Like,
shot a trophy white-tailed deer.
Definitely could have not.
17
Either way.
hogs. I shot one.
Yeah, but
You could shot
I
one.
haven't.
But I'm
I've
worried about
never been
Nuri.
hunting. So like I
You
would
might have
probably
missed
yeah,
it,
probably.
actually.
I just, people will mistake Nori for a bear. And then you
shoot me. Yeah.
like, I'm worried about that.
Yeah, we were
He told me he was going to give me a BB gun because
I didn't want him to be like, oh, this is very fun and like excellent shoot. So
I am so frightened by all of this. All of this. We'll look forward to break. Listen, that's crazy. We'll talk more about the whole traveling thing back and forth, and then get folks ready for the spring game. Again, you guys go to camp here in a week, so we got lots to talk about here. Sunday morning pancakes, 937 the ticket.
Our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding.
Whoa!
Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them. But I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something that's wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You can say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could write them a text or knit them a sweater. If you can't be together, you could write them a letter.
Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You can ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again.
Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the JED Foundation.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Sunday morning pancakes. The guys are pondering shirt ideas. I guess there's some folks around us who do shirts. I'm sure they will reach out.
We need some graphic designers first.
Yeah, we need folks.
I have
to
this
come
idea with like a fat head, like 2 fat heads of us eating
Smiling,
pancakes,
eating pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like around just says Sunday morning pancakes with a sun. You know?
Yeah, I mean it'll do well. It'll do well, whatever it is. So let's go to Honda Lincoln Hotline. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
This is Joe Rollins. I'm calling for Brent Banks.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What's going on, Mr. Banks?
Nothing much. Long time no see. How you doing?
Yeah, all right, man. Just found out you got your radio station. Wanted to call in and say congratulations. Wishing big things for you down the line, man.
Thank you. So,
yeah,
for you guys that don't know, Joe was actually my basketball coach for a little while.
Nice.
And he was the one that always told me I was going to play football, and I didn't believe him. But here I am now. So
true story. Freshman year is like, hey man, make up your mind. You do both. Get out there on the football field and do what you need to do. And it's paying off. I'm very, very proud of you, Brent. Man, just keep working on your craft and finish out your career and see where this thing goes here in the future.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much.
Yeah, definitely. So how long?
Oh,
you lose him?
I think we lost you.
I think we lost him. We lost him.
I will lost him. I'll call him later.
Yeah, no, not bad. Where'd Joe coach?
So I played with his son too. It was AAU basketball.
Okay.
And I think so. I played for a Nike EYBL team, but I can't remember if that's when I played with him or if I played with him because I also played for an Adidas Gauntlet team.
Okay.
So I can't remember which one it was, but I was playing there with his son, and like he was always up there. Like I mean, he's seen me since I was little, and I was skinny. I guess little. I had a few abs back then, not anymore. But I mean, he would always be like, "Dude, you need to get serious about football." Like, was that fun in there?
That was pretty good.
He's like, "You're gonna play football. I mean, you have the frame and the athleticism. You're gonna play football." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm about to be the next Dirk Nowitzki. Like, what are you talking about? Look at me."
Why was that the first guy you thought of, Dirk Nowitzki?
What do you mean?
He's German.
Is he actually?
Yes, he is from. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah. Dirty
Where's
Dirk.
Where's he from?
Dirty Dirk.
Hamburg, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because he played
home of the
played,
hamburger.
He went to the NBA,
Isn't that right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, home of the hamburger.
He went to the like NBA combine or something like that and absolutely destroyed everybody for being this like
dude.
How tall is he? Like 6?
He's a dog.
Well, but he set it up. He set it up during international ball early against some of the young international players, and they didn't have an answer for him. So
he called back in if you guys want to.
Yeah, let's bring him back. Let's go back to Honda Lincoln Hotline. Joe, welcome back.
Hey guys. Yeah. Hey Brent. Yep. Just traveling. Seeing your teammate play play yesterday. So
who?
He's playing at Texas A&M International. Little Joe.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing fine. Just battling the elements and everything of college basketball, but otherwise he's okay. Yeah, definitely.
I can imagine. That's awesome.
Definitely. But yeah, I coached Brent. I think I had a little bit of influence of him, saying, "Hey man, let me try this football thing out." And
A little bit,
the
yeah.
rest, the rest is history. The rest is history. He had to make some decisions of where he wanted to go with his college thing. But I'm just no one's prouder than him than me and people here in the Houston area. He's one of the top players here in the area. Tight end to DN to now offensive lineman.
You hear
So
that? Tight
go
end,
Brent.
Larry. Dog tight end too. That being said, I wasn't just a tight end. I was a dog.
So Joe, I coached down there in Houston for quite a bit. So Chip Baker and a lot of that crew down there, those are all friends of mine, and those are all folks that we run the circles with. But we talk about the difference in how Houston prepares its high school athletes to go out into the world. What is it that makes Houston athletics so special?
It's first of all, it's very, very competitive. When you play at every level, I would say it's very, very competitive. And I think, I always say, just compare football to life and the challenges and everything. You have to battle so much, just to get on the field, for playing time and different things. And then, guys be going for all the accolades and everything. So I really think it sets up a different mind frame for kids down here as far as it just prepares them for life. Like, if you can fight through some of the things and some of the obstacles that you have on the football field, it prepares you for life. And so they be battle tested. Yep. That's probably one of the key areas. I mean, you have all sorts of camps and different things. And then, in some cases, kids got to wait their turn. Like, in a particular area that I'm in the north side of Houston at Atascocita High School. And I've watched kids, come through as freshmen, sophomores, no offers, anything. And then they pop up going into their senior year. They wait their turn and practice patience. And the next thing you know, things open up for them. The doors open up for them to, have all these opportunities. So
this is how I knew
Joe,
this is how I knew I was in trouble. It took me a year to learn how to say the name of your high school.
Atascocita. Well, another thing too is like we were talking about how crazy the facilities are in Texas.
It's a good high school, good area, but that's just one pocket. Houston is so big. I mean, even you have great athletes that go to a number of private schools throughout the city, throughout the state. Very competitive. These kids go all over the country. So it's definitely a feeding ground, down here.
Well, I keep waiting for the Huskers. I know baseball's figured out how to recruit down there. Need for football to get a little bit more fluid. And I was at John Cooper right there in the Woodlands, and
okay.
3 sports. So I know what y'all are doing over there.
Yeah, Atascocita is real.
Yeah, I know what y'all are doing over there. What made Banks special?
His work ethic. I mean, the kid worked hard at everything. Great parents. They leaned on me for some, advice as far as, what camps to go to and everything. But he was athletic enough, on the basketball court, and just, I told him it was freshman year. We was practicing. We was in the AAU practice, and I was like, hey man, you may be playing with your hand in the dirt. What do you think about that? And then he said, well, I like catching the ball. I want to score some touchdowns. So he's playing tight end, and he kept getting bigger and bigger. He's playing defensive end. And then next thing you know, he's just athletic enough to say, hey man, you play. I told him he might have $1 million stamped on his forehead playing on the offensive line. Give him his best shot to me.
Yeah,
his work ethic was through the roof. Never ran away from hard work. Worked out with the best athletes down here, best basketball players. He played with the best basketball players here in the city. So, I mean, he was great. He was awesome.
Hey, so Joe was actually here. You were at we were talking about my official game. It was Akron. You were at the Akron game. So the
Thunder game.
The Thunder game. I did not know that Joe even knew what Nebraska was, to be honest with you. And I came up here on my official, and I saw Joe standing in the middle of the field with the Dominican Sue.
I do remember that.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh,
I was like,
that's you. Okay, that makes sense.
Dude, I was
now
like,
her face. Now her face.
I was like, wait, hold on. Is that Joe next to Dominican Sue? I walk out. Hey, what's your relation to him again?
I coached Sue in Portland. I lived in Portland, Oregon for 23 years.
Yeah.
And I coached all up there for 17, and I coached Ndamukong throughout, and
think
pretty
he
much
is-
had him at the grassroots level, and was a big part of him coming to University of Nebraska.
I think he has a cool story. That'll be a cool one to hear. I'm sure he's pretty busy, but I might have to reach out to
Yeah,
him
we
because
need
he
to get
has
him on the
he has a
show.
really cool story. I mean, he came here as an engineering major.
Yeah,
like
really smart,
an engineering
Really
major,
smart.
and like that. There's not many football players that do that, so I think that'd be
Yeah.
a really interesting story for people to hear.
Yeah.
You know,
Started, another kid that's sort of like Brent, just started off playing the game late and, had a lot of success. I mean, he just, ascended every time, every year.
Yep.
And so just another late. So I always, I'm just doing camps and doing different things that sort of encourage kids just to, promote the sport a little bit more throughout the country. And just give these kids these opportunities that they need to be successful through the game.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but yeah, I love it. Tune in.
Nope, disappeared again.
Traveling right now, and I can, hopefully catch a streaming and, chime in on some days. But I hope to get back to Nebraska soon to come up and watch. I don't know if I'll be able to make the spring game, but definitely a game, next year. I have some ties to I think Coach Mickey Joseph is there now. So I have some friends that know him.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
so
Coach Mick. I didn't know you
they
knew
come
him.
up.
Did we lose him?
Pardon me?
Oh, I just said I love Coach Mick. I didn't know you knew him.
Okay. Yeah, he's really good friends with a close friend of mine from Portland. And I went to the LSU camp last year, and I found out he was, coming up there. So
yeah,
awesome coach. Has a lot of has a strong network of coaches down here in the region, Louisiana, Texas. So
Well,
great hire for Nebraska.
if you have any extra Ndamukong Suhs laying around, go ahead and bring them to Nebraska too.
I'm looking, but there's a kid I know you guys offered named Ashton Porter out of Cy Ranch. He's special. He's special.
Cy Ranch?
Kid is special. Yeah, Cy Ranch.
You don't know where that is.
Ashton Porter. Yeah, he's been offered by a lot of schools at every level. Humble kid, but he can go. Another kid is Zachary Chapman out of Fort Bend Marshall High School. So it's great kids, great parents, getting that work in, working on that craft, and looking for some big things in 2022, 23 from them. So this Nebraska, the big red needs to get down to Houston. Stay in Houston.
Yeah, that's like I've been saying it since I got here. They look. We know the road from Houston to Lincoln.
Yeah.
It needs to be active. Joe, thank you. This is
Okay.
this is a great add-on. Thank you for calling in, man. That's good
Okay,
stuff.
all right. Thanks for having me, guys. Take care.
See ya.
So listen, tight end Banks. So now I need to see this too, right? Like, see some route running.
Unlike Nuri, I had huddle when I did this, so I could.
I have huddle of the defensive end catch
in Germany.
Yeah,
He said he was going to do it during the break, but we noticed that he didn't post it.
I didn't.
He said,
you know what?
It's interesting.
He said during the first segment that at the break he was going to post it. And I have not seen it come across my feed yet.
I might need to dig through the archives because I have one touchdown in a game that I'm proud of. Freshman year is my buddy. He actually is playing at Texas right now. He's a linebacker. And when I tell you I routed him up,
nice.
And it felt so much better too because it was my buddy. Like his ankle's almost broken. I was like, sucker.
So Carter, do you think we get to see that video? What do you think? Do you think that happened?
Got a wrestling highlight tape in there too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that one out too.
Okay, we're gonna have to go into the file. All right, so we're gonna take an extra break because I want to see both clips up, and then we'll do the final segment here of Sunday Morning Pancakes. We'll be right back.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Pleased and honored to be joined by Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook.
If Trev wasn't interested, I would have done it in a heartbeat because I just felt like Nebraska athletics. We were at the edge of the cliff. We had to do something, get somebody in here to build this athletic department back up. thank my lucky stars every day that Trev's our guy now.
Early Break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity, not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Final segment, Sunday Morning Pancakes. We have said video. I've actually seen Nori's video. It actually
Yeah.
exists. It's
Yeah.
real. He still needs to post it.
Well, we'll post it on the Sunday Morning Pancakes.
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
What is it? The official
Sunday Morning Pancakes, the official account.
official
It's-
SMP.
Yes, it is called Official SMP Show on Twitter and on Instagram.
Kind of sounds like the official Simp show, but, but it's fine.
Right? I was like, wait a minute, we got
Sunday Morning Pancakes was taken, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
taken, unfortunately.
It is what it is, but we got it. We got it
Shame
rolling.
on them. Like whoever took that.
I know. We really should. We should go after him.
Yeah.
Offer him some money for it.
Yeah, I was like, come on, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Fight him.
Yeah. No,
Battle.
it's pretty cool. Yeah. So Nori was wearing an illegal helmet.
Yeah. This helmet.
But you ran away from everybody in the video.
Yes.
Like it wasn't like
'Cause I am so speedy fast.
bruh, you ran away from everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna post it, and you can. Nerd did run away from everyone.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there was separation. Like this
There's
is
definitely
what
separation. Yeah.
there was separation.
Did the other team have a running back?
No,
No,
like
so,
he
okay,
was-
the funny thing is,
Did they have receivers, running back,
No,
anyone to? Oh
the
wait,
funny thing is-
quarterback.
that
yeah.
guy's not fast.
The funny,
Let me run.
hey, the funny thing about that is, so this is like obviously just the one view of that.
So
I
you got-
can't
do you have
get
another
the,
view?
no, I can't get the
Oh,
other views.
cool.
But when we were watching
God.
film, that touchdown should have never happened because somebody after he threw and as I started running, somebody the other side defensive end just grabbed the QB and threw him to the ground.
Oh, so now I need to re-see the video.
So
Like,
that's-
you can't see it.
So that's
But he-
why you
like,
got
literally-
the touchdown.
Literally like 3 seconds after he threw, I already had it. I'm already running, and the guy just grabs it, and throws the QB to the ground. And the running back was one of the guys that was running.
So
on
so
the
the
route.
only-
So the fast guys were all gone.
all the fast guys got sent to the ER that day.
Yeah.
So they're like, they gave one to Nuri.
It's super funny actually.
It's like, you get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
I was so tired after that though.
Oh god.
It was 75, 80 yards ish.
So to be fair, whenever I played basketball, when you get so tired like that, especially as a thicker boy, right? Like you are. I won't say there is a nickname. We call him something. thick something. But
yep.
yeah. So, but like whenever we get that tired, like I feel like sometimes I need an inhaler. Is that how you felt?
No,
'Cause,
whenever
you just can't breathe.
Whenever I'm like really tired, it hurts to like have my shoulders relax.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they're so heavy.
Your entire body just hurts.
Like
That's how I felt after that. What I was scared of during that entire run
is getting
was
cracked.
No, getting like swiped by somebody from the other team. So I was like gripping the absolute hell out of that ball because I was so scared of like if big guys fall, they fall hard. Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like it
if
doesn't matter
someone
how way you fall hard.
If someone would have taken the ball from you,
No, like literally like swiped my
Yeah,
legs
oh.
and I was scared of like losing the ball. So I was just like running, gripping the hell. Like that ball was
How were you
literally in the
holding?
biggest like this. Like,
so you're
I put
holding it like
my
running
pink-
back though.
Yeah, my
Okay.
my pinky and my thumb are like gripping.
I was making sure you were
everything
just
out
like
of it.
running.
The ball
No,
just
no, I was-
explodes.
Yeah.
The ball
I
just
was-
pops
actually
in his
I lost
hands.
the
so
ball.
scared, and I was another thing. I was super scared because I didn't know where I was on the field, so like I was just running.
He's
And
gonna run.
I
He
ran
run
the wrong
through
way.
the end
No,
zone.
I had no clue where the end zone was, so I kept running until the field was done. Like I ran. and
That's
I
how you
turned
know
around,
this
I
this
saw
guy's
the-
not from
the-
America.
He totally Forrest Gumped
the-
it.
the
Like
field
he
goal
Forrest Gump just
Yeah, I
ran
kept
through the
running,
end
I kept
zone.
running.
Right.
And I saw the field goal post to my left, and I was like, "Yeah, I scored." And then I fell to the ground, and everybody's jumping on me.
Mama said these
Trying
is
to
my
breathe.
special shoes.
They gotta have a sign at the end zone like Gump. Stop!
Stop it!
Okay.
You were there. You made it.
Is y'all's football the same stuff? How old were you when this happened?
17,
In Germany?
18. It wasn't 2017. I was 16. It was right before I came here.
Okay, so that was when you played, like we talked about last week. You played in that little league over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So are the footballs the same size, or is it like a high
everything
school football?
Football's the same size. And instead of yards, we have a meter. Like it's 100
No,
meters.
you don't.
The field is
Meters?
like no. We call it. It's still yards, but like the field size is every yard is a meter because you can't. Our fields are soccer fields, and so they're not like
Okay.
made for football fields. Which we just made like a meter.
Did
like,
you guys have a goalpost, like a field goal?
Yeah, we did.
Where did you?
So, well, some teams don't have enough money to buy a goalpost, so they'll have like a soccer goal, and they just put two long metal sticks on it.
That's
I guess.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
awesome.
it is almost regulation. So
Almost. Yeah. Talk about your helmet. Where did
Yeah.
you get that?
So
You gotta post that picture, too,
I paid
after that.
$25 for the helmet, or 25 euros, I guess. But
So how many dollars is that?
like 30-ish, a little less maybe.
Yeah.
I had a helmet that for the people I'll post it later, but the helmet had like construction foam, the foam that like hardens up. It had that stuff in it.
Nuri had a homemade football helmet
yeah.
in Germany.
He had an illegal helmet.
I had
the other one's just not.
They had
fishing or-
concrete.
No,
he had
I just couldn't
concrete in
afford
it.
anything better. It's like
I was trying to make fun of you.
I know, but
Like,
like, well, it's not like I couldn't afford it. It's more so like
Did
at
they
the
have
time-
like? Because when I played little league football, and it was like,
yeah, but you guys have like you guys.
yeah,
it's
we
super normal
have
for you
so
guys.
many helmets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
And
it's
it's high
like,
school in Germany,
and
it's
I was
tough.
using like a Rydell Speed which is like not like a shut helmet, like it's a
Yeah.
good helmet. So where did you get that though? Like that's actually what I'm.
I got it from somebody.
Black
It was
market.
Like, no, it was like
Black market
somebody-
helmet.
I actually found it on the street and I sprayed some spray foam in it.
I took a motorcycle helmet. No, it was somebody had it and like it was like, I mean, it's not like there's a chance you might get kicked out of the game because
Dude.
in Germany they have to have like this little sticker on it. I don't know if that's a thing in high school too.
Uh-huh.
There's a
Probably.
little sticker
For
that
big
has to be-
dudes.
Yeah.
It has it's like a sticker that like says it's been certified for the past like 5 or 10 years or whatever.
Oh,
And mine
they
has
probably have that.
The last sticker that was on there was 1989.
No, it was from the 89.
No, not 1999. Sorry, 1999.
Dude,
Sorry.
that face
it was
mask.
It was an old helmet, and then I put a new face mask on it.
Oh, that's a new
Yeah,
face
yeah.
mask.
It was
You
a
chose
hockey.
that
It
face
was
mask.
a hockey
that was-
goalie
Yeah,
face
you
mask.
chose
Yeah.
that face mask.
Hey, it was a cheap one, but it was a new one.
So you're looking through them, you're like, I want that one. Dude,
I mean,
that
I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money.
that
on
face
stuff.
mask is scary.
My pads was 6XL.
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 Really?
Where are they getting all this stuff?
All the stuff that like people had from like when they played.
Well,
when,
we
like,
we
their
sent
parents played or
over
something.
we would send over equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the good teams get those.
Well,
And my team was not big. My
He
team was
said
not
the
big
good
enough.
teams get
Well, so, like,
those.
Yeah.
we were a youth team, and then the men's team,
You're a youth team at 17.
yeah U18,
Oh, okay.
and
that's youth.
the senior team of the men's team, they weren't in the first league. They were in the third league. I don't know how to I don't know how to explain.
I'm not
that.
following you.
Yeah.
Well, 3A. So
yeah,
imagine.
imagine 3A. Yeah,
Okay.
that's like they were not.
Oh,
up
so
there.
like
So they
okay,
weren't the
like
best team.
sizes of organizations,
It's a league. So
sizes of leagues.
the best way I can explain it is in soccer, because like the way soccer is work, you have the
Dude, I only played
Bundesliga one.
YMCA soccer. Like,
Oh my god.
I can't tell you.
There's so much to know. There's so much to know. All right, so for next week, it'll be the Sunday before they go to camp,
Yep.
and so we'll
Yep.
talk about what where they stand, where they are, all the things in play. Gentlemen, well done. Week 2 is in the books.
Like 2's in the book.
Official SMP.
We will
SMP show,
share
yeah.
it. We will share it on social media later. Carter will send you guys the links. All right.
Yep.
We'll be back here at 937 The Ticket. We'll go live at 4 o'clock. Women's basketball post-game show. Have that for you. And then that'll take you into Monday. Stay tuned to everything. We appreciate you hanging out. Pancakes are good. We're out.
Yes, sir.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient